Welcome back to this episode of Inside RIC Athletics. I'm Andrew McCarthy, and to my left, I'm joined by a sophomore guard from the Rhode Island College men's basketball team from Cornelius, Oregon, Isaiah Dahl. Isaiah, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, regular season winding down. I don't want to say you're in a bit of a losing skid, but 6 teams make the playoffs. You're in 5 right now, 2 games left, 1 home, 1 away. You got Wednesday coming up against Eastern Connecticut, and then the following Saturday versus Keene State. What's the focus of the team right now? 2 regular season games left to go, knowing that at least one of them is a must-win.
Right now it's just figure it out, do what you need to do to win. Just go one game at a time and trust the process. If it worked the first time, every time, everybody would be doing it. So we're just trusting right now, trusting our guys, trusting in what Sam has for us, and we're going to make it happen.
So you're from Cornelius, Oregon. I just want to know, what was the journey like making your way to Rhode Island College? You're all the way on the West Coast. A lot of guys on the team are, local people from Rhode Island, Massachusetts, elsewhere in New England. But why come all the way from Oregon and transferring from, I believe you went to a school just outside of Seattle, Washington. Yep. Why come all the way to Providence?
Well, I have a good friend that I know really well, and he kind of grew up in the basketball world with our head coach, Sam Ferry, and at my school in Seattle, it was a great first-year opportunity, but I was kind of looking for just a different fit. And I was talking to this friend. His name's Chad Sanji. He's involved with PGC basketball. And I got put in touch with Sam, and everything kind of happened pretty quick. And we had a few conversations and figured out that would be the best option, and now I'm in Rhode Island.
I want to talk more about head coach Sam Ferry. His first year at the helm as head coach of the Anchormen, and he's said all the time that he's not the coach for everyone. But how do you think you fit into his coaching scheme?
Well, he's a guy that he says it all. He says it every day. He says humble, hungry, and selfless, and that's what I signed on for when I came here. That's his system. That's how he runs his program. And if you put your culture first and you put your team first, everything else result-wise is going to fall into place. And that's what he's doing right now. We got to remember that. It might be a little bit of a losing streak right now, but he's building something way bigger than this season, and way bigger than himself, way better than us. And so, it's going to be a process. It's going to be a journey, but he's a winner. He knows how to win.
Definitely baby steps. It's definitely a process. Exactly. It doesn't happen over the course of a year. It takes multiple years to really rebuild a culture and set an example for years and years to come. Yep. I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about your play style. You're the sharpshooter of the team. You're the three-point shooter. You have the most three-point attempts and three-point field goals made in the entire Little East. In a role and a play style that's so reliant on scoring, how do you try to keep yourself motivated when maybe just it's not going in?
Well, I feel like a lot of people treat shooting as a problem. They treat shooting as a problem you need to figure out. I think shooting isn't an achievement. Numbers are an achievement. Shooting is a process, and shooting is a journey. And so especially when it's not going in, it's not, this kind of is miserable for me. This is kind of miserable for everybody else who has to try it, because, as a shooter, you have to be able to tell yourself, I'm gonna handle this because it's something I need to take care of, and that's kind of been my focus thus far. And then just coming from my teammates, they're telling me keep shooting. They're telling me just keep doing what I'm good at. So that's it takes a village. It's not just me out there.
One of the things I also want to talk about is whenever I talk to someone from your team or even your head coach, they don't want to talk about stuff that happened in the past. They're always focused on the present and now and the next one. What is the next one? But I want to go back to the Nichols College game, the last game of 2023, the C.J. Wilson buzzer beater. But, granted that may be the highlight, you were actually a big part of that comeback. You got fouled, taking a three-point shot with roughly 5 seconds left. You were down by 3. You had to make all 3 free throws to even have a chance, and you drilled all 3 to tie the game up. And obviously we know what happened from there. But, that's just such a high-intensity moment. What was going through your mind at that point? You're at the line knowing you got to make 3 or at least 2 to try and keep yourselves in this one.
That's the kind of situation, that's the kind of game you play through your head growing up. Every workout I end my workout, I have to swish 3 free throws in a row, and that's always the last thing I do. And it was the end of the game. It was probably the last time I was going to shoot the ball that game, and it was the muscle memory, repetition, and unseen hours just kind of took over, and I just shot it.
I want to talk about your teammates, specifically Usman Karuma. He's been a double-double machine, 17 double-doubles this season. Even guys like Deshaun Tengbe, he's been chipping in as well. Mike Paquette had an incredible 28 minutes yesterday. He got a massive workload, a massive increase from what we've usually seen over the course of the season. Even guys like KJ Uga, CJ Wilson, freshman as well. Mm-hmm. How have they helped you develop your game and helped you find your fit in this team?
Well, I mean, it's collective responsibility. Everybody has their job. Everybody has their role, and you just go do it. That's what Ferry says. When you're humble, hungry, and selfless, you don't have a role bigger than somebody else's on the team. When I shoot the ball, when it goes in, I don't score. Our whole team scores. When CJ Wilson hits Oos, we all score. CJ doesn't get the assist. We all do. So everybody's in it for a bigger reason than something individual.
I think it definitely shows how much of a team effort this is, just based on how deep your bench is. The depth players like Xavier Landers, Cam Wilson, Mike Paquette, as I mentioned earlier. It truly is a team effort. It's not just one individual person. No matter how many double-doubles Usman's hits or however many three-pointers you get, it's a team effort. The team scores. You win as a team, you lose as a team. Yeah. I think that's all the time we have for today, Isaiah. Best of luck rest of the season. 2 big games coming up over the course of the rest of the regular season. Once again, it's Eastern Connecticut next Wednesday. I believe that's February 14th. And then the following Saturday on the road at Keene State. So, Isaiah, best of luck. Be sure to stay focused. I'm sure you'll do us proud.
Will do. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching this episode of Inside RIC Athletics. My name is Andrew McCarthy, joined by Isaiah Dahl, and we hope to see you next time.